Diana, you're muted.
Well, tonight's the night of a little bit of technical difficulties. There was a funny thing happening with our video, and now I come on muted. So welcome to the show. Of course, there's a little bit of technology snafus, so we thank you for your patience. I'm Diana Brown, and with me is the ever amazing
Dan Wilson, and together we are
Binge Watch.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. We started our stream a little bit late, which was actually technically on time. And then I had something covering over the video, so I guess we were seeing a gray box for people, and it's been a night. It's been a night, folks. We are here in May 2021, and it's been a night.
We were talking before the show. So we are on our second to last episode of our second 6-month season. And it's extraordinary that we have all been online all this time. I'm just so grateful to be able to connect with other artists and our fabulous audience members through this medium. And we miss you in person. Fingers crossed, we'll see you soon in actual theaters and festivals in the not too distant future. I know Dan has some amazing things he wants to share with you, so I hand it over to you, Mr. Wilson.
Sure, as always, if this is your first time here, welcome. We're so glad to have you on board. If you're familiar with our work and you like what you see, make sure that you like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, put comments in the chat. For example, we're going to want to know for our first guest tonight about a bad choice that you've made that you're actually really happy or proud about. We're also going to want to see in our chat window also what you're currently streaming. What are you watching? What do you love to watch? Put that in the chat bar, and that'll be for the second set coming on later on.
That's right. We are so excited. We have a brand new trio on the show tonight. Now, these are not brand new improvisers. These are 3 seasoned improvisers that we adore. And they are in, no particular order, Michael Ashkar, Chelsea McAlexander, and Chris DeYoung. 3 amazing people, and they've come together in this brand new trio. This is their second performance, and their performance is literally the name of their troupe is literally Making Bad Choices. So that's why we need you to put that into the chat. And I see, thank you, Andrew Fittenhoff. Do me a favor if you're watching, go ahead, tell us where you're tuning in from, and go ahead and add that suggestion to the chat of what is a bad decision that you are proud of making. Also, put in the chat, as Dan said, what you're binge watching. Man, I think it's time to just let them loose.
Yeah, I think so, because I'm trying to think of like bad decisions I've made, and a lot of them involve tequila.
But Mezcal,
yeah.
That is the worm at the bottom.
That said, I think that we've vamped long enough to get some suggestions. Let's go ahead and see our wonderful, fabulous, fantastical guests.
Making bad choices.
What? What?
That is not funny. Okay, it's a little funny.
Come on, you guys.
You don't think it's funny?
It's a little funny.
I mean, I did break my leg. That's got to count for something.
Yeah, it was funny.
I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to talk about it.
Anybody could have fallen off that elephant. That's all I'm saying.
But not anybody did. You did.
Yeah, not you. Yeah, okay, fine.
But it's just really funny timing, and like.
I came all the way here to see your wedding. I mean.
And you're the one who gave us the gift of a show for us.
Well, that is kind of the way to see the bright side. Thank you for coming to the hospital here. I appreciate it. They say I can leave in a week.
Wow, you're
Well,
here for a whole week?
Yeah.
You're gonna miss the wedding.
Well, you got your gift.
it doesn't feel as good now.
Ooh.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to tell you on the phone.
Can't we just wheel you out there or something, or bring the gurney over to the venue?
Well, the doctor said if I leave the hospital, I might lose the leg.
Lose the leg, like lose the leg.
I'm not familiar with the healthcare system in Thailand, but that's what he said. So
Wow.
I guess I'm laid up here for a while. The government, it's the government pays for your health care. So then you have to stay longer, apparently. You can't just, pay and leave.
Wow. I mean,
I'm sorry, you should get married anyway. I mean, I also, I bought you a vase off your registry list. That should arrive, by UPS once you get home.
I mean that's fine. None of that matters. It's like I'm just worried about you. Is all.
I feel bad for laughing at you now.
Well, actually, it was the best part of my day. The doctor always looks very serious. He said I might lose the leg anyway, so.
What?
What?
Well, the elephant sat on it.
Yeah, it's a big elephant.
They didn't get that part on the video, and I know you guys were up at the front of the line, but it was a bad situation.
Wow.
And then he kind of wiggled his butt and bounced up and down. It was just awful.
Don't wiggle. Stop. You're gonna hurt
Yeah,
yourself.
that's.
I'm really itchy.
You're itchy or
I'm so itchy. Have you ever been in a cast? I'm in a cast like
Yeah.
all the way up over my hip, down to my toe. They use old plaster casts here.
I've never been in a cast.
Ugh. Well, don't.
Luke,
It's kind of itchy.
Luke, I didn't know you've been in a cast before.
Oh yeah. I fell out of a tree when I was 7.
Wow.
Seriously,
Yeah.
what did you break?
Collarbone. So I was in one of the full neck brace. Yeah, it was rough.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I don't feel so bad now. That would be harsh.
I mean, I got better. You
You know,
might
I can-
not. That's scary.
I can still do like Instagram shots from here and stuff and get a lot of sympathy.
We spent months, years planning this trip, and you're just gonna spend the whole time just in this hospital. And I'm sure the bill's expensive. And aren't you worried about I don't know, the healthcare system is different here. I'm just worried about you.
They want me to stay a week, and they won't tell me how much the bill is. But I know you guys have a honeymoon going, so I figure I can maybe take you out to dinner or something. Down in Bali on the honeymoon. What?
Stop worrying about our wedding. We're gonna.
Seriously.
Yeah. That's
We've
not.
been engaged for 4 years. We're not in a rush to get married right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and we've
Yeah.
been for 13 before that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of
We don't even
It's
really
really-
have to get married.
yeah, it's ridiculous that we made everybody do a destination wedding on top of it. It's a little selfish on our part, and I kind of still feel guilty about that.
I thought it was a great move, actually. I mean, it gets everybody out of the rut. They come here.
Yeah,
The
but-
elephant thing was great up until the what we'll just call the incident.
You're so kind.
Yeah, we don't deserve a friend like you.
Oh, now I just feel ashamed for making you feel bad. I mean, that's just not right.
I think everybody feels bad. We're all just feeling bad.
Yeah, it's a fucked up situation.
And I can deal with guilt, but it's the itchiness that's really bothering me. Like, guilt and itchiness is just.
They didn't give you a stick of bamboo to jam under the cast to scratch your itches or
What? No, go tell the doctor I need some fucking bamboo.
I mean, there's bamboo right outside the window. I'll just go out and pick some for you.
Did you guys get my text? Did you bring me a mason jar of Mai Tai?
Of course. What are you
That's what
talking about?
Oh my God, I was so scared. I've been so nervous to it's just in my coat, I'm just
No, let's have it.
but
Yeah,
like,
it's 85 degrees. They questioned why she even wore a coat.
yeah, it's really odd.
I just thought it was one of your bold fashion moves. I mean, fur coat in Thailand, you don't really see that.
Yeah.
We can't help but be flashy.
We're Americans.
Probably why you
We
guys
have
are
to do
getting
the whole
married. You're both so
elephant thing.
fabulous.
Yeah.
My parents were Canadian. I just don't have that in me. I'm a very sensible, kind person all the fucking time. It's very boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be really mad at us right now, and you're just being really self-effacing in the face of losing a critical, let me say, limb of yours.
Luke, he hasn't lost the leg yet.
Yeah, let's look on the bright side. Maybe I'll
Yet.
keep it. You know, if I don't.
So you know it's inevitable.
What?
Daniel, this is really serious, buddy. Like, you don't seem to be like so concerned about your leg, and I'm concerned that you're not concerned about your leg. Maybe you're in denial.
I'm on a lot of drugs.
Dude, you're taking care of our feelings, and you're not facing the reality of the situation.
Do you know any other Canadians?
Buy an elephant. Like, did you let that soak in yet? Oh God, Luke, are we pushing him too much?
No, maybe. Yeah, we are.
I'm sorry.
Sure, because when I'm laid up in a foreign hospital and itchy and you haven't given me my drink yet, this is a great time to push me for an emotional breakthrough.
I don't, there's all those AA meetings. I just don't know if like this is a good idea.
Just give him the drink. This
is just such a complicated situation.
You know, I'm on a lot of drugs. If you don't want to give me the drink, fine.
Yeah, fine, here.
Probably.
Yeah, it's not gonna. What's the worst that could happen? Wow, you didn't even taste that, did you?
Oh, tastes like the beach.
Got it from the beach.
I'm going to pour the rest down under my cast.
I wouldn't. Oh.
That's not like.
Doesn't that sting? Aren't there like?
It's still got some slush in it from the blender.
Yeah, I'm surprised it stayed icy in her fur coat.
That's awesome. Yeah, you must have brought this in the lobby or something. Wow.
Yeah,
Looks
so
like
this
I'm
is
on a
how,
beach.
This is the Canadian way, huh? Just pour the Mai Tai down the cast.
You know, I feel like your visit, this is all about me, but you're the one that's getting married. You know, did the Bali honeymoon thing work out? Is that going to happen?
It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
Yes, we're still going.
Yeah.
Good.
It's booked.
You know, you guys deserve it. I know you work hard. I mean, Facebook, that's a hard place to work.
Do you want to come with us? You can't come to the wedding. Do you want to come to Bali with us on our honeymoon?
When they let me out of here, I will come visit you and buy you dinner. There is apparently one restaurant in Bali, and it is near your hotel, and they serve poutine.
What is happening? You got sat on by an elephant, and you might lose your leg. We shouldn't be planning what drinks we're going to have next week.
I wasn't brought up to cry, okay? It's cold in Canada.
Luke, stop talking about the wedding.
Well, life goes on, right? Like that's
absolutely.
He's not going to remember this conversation. He's drugged up. He's had his first drink in 15 years. That we gave him.
Diana, I would take a hug. Not from him, but from you. You know, I'm comfortable with that. You could kind of lean in. And,
you guys are best friends.
Yeah, well, we're fist bump friends.
Yeah, it's we'll get there one day, maybe.
Besides, he can't, normally when we hug, it's one arm and then you pound them on the back to indicate you're not comfortable, and you can't do that in a hospital bed.
Yeah, you'd think
I don't want him like looming the fuck over me. That isn't right.
You think losing the leg would be the time to let your guard down, but apparently not.
Okay.
Well, just know that if I die, I held it together to the, oh God. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, finally, some human contact that isn't medical. Oh, thank you. This is even better than pouring alcohol down in my cast.
Feel better now?
Maybe we should have started with the hug.
All right, buddy, bring it in. Bring it in. Just don't pound on me. I'll scream.
I will not. I promise.
Just bring it in. Just bring it in. Oh, all right. All right. This is awkward. I'm going to commit to this moment.
Just let go.
Exhale.
Whoa.
I have to go to the bathroom soon.
Well, we're almost there.
How long?
Yeah, Dad, how long?
So long.
What?
What?
How long?
What?
Like 3 more hours, I think.
She's got to go to the bathroom, Dad.
I have to go to the bathroom, Dad.
All right. Well, we just left the rest stop, so let me put the car in reverse so we can go to the bathroom.
You
can stop
can't
there for
put it
20
in
minutes.
reverse on the interstate, Dad. They taught us that in driver's ed.
I don't have to go to the bathroom, Dad. I said I have to go to the bathroom soon, Dad.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep driving.
Why do we have to go to Texas?
You know, Dad, that's toxic masculinity.
I'm sorry. Please explain that to me.
You're neglecting her emotional needs, in this case, to pee.
First of all, pee is not an emotion, Billy.
Needing to
second of
pee is
all-
an emotion.
No, it's not. That's a biological response, and she said she'd have to pee soon, not now.
I don't have to.
And so when it becomes now, I will stop.
Sounds to me like it's provoking some anxiety. What do you say, Susan? Is there an emotion behind this?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Okay. Suze, what's the why what's the emotional reason that you have to pee soon and not right now?
Because I don't want to go to Texas.
I'm so tweeting this, Dad. You are so busted. No emotion behind peeing. We'll see what the internet thinks of you.
Yeah, please give them my best. Let me know what they say. And Suze, you guys,
I don't want to let you know what they say.
oh, then, Billy, if you're gonna have that reaction, don't bring it up.
Oh,
okay?
fuck you. He's my dad.
What just happened?
Nothing.
Can I have the snacks?
Billy, toss her the snacks.
I wanna-
Anyway, Suze, the reason you have to go to Texas is because you kids haven't seen your mom in a year. And that's where she lives now.
Mom's
And
drunk.
Well, she ran away with that improviser, Dad.
believe me, I know.
Dad.
He's what?
He's not an improviser, Dad. He's just.
Okay, but the point is you kids haven't seen your mom. And look, what Jason does for a living is not any of our business, to be honest, because he's not really a stepdad at this point, because your mom's kind of not really part of your lives these days. So I don't know why that matters right now, but that's why we're going to Texas, because you kids need to see your mother.
I mean, we're 13. We don't need another dad. We're like grown.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, I would love to be your only dad,
Why do you?
and that's my plan.
I don't want to spend summer with Mom. I want to spend it here with you in Michigan.
There's fewer mosquitoes in Texas.
Is that true?
Hope so.
I hear you have to be 16 to do driver's ed in Texas. I'm not even going to be able to do that this summer.
Yeah.
Look,
Rules in Michigan are weird.
Did you finish the Fritos, Susan?
No, I rolled up the bag. Do you think I'm going to eat the whole bag?
don't forget
I
to
don't
clip that bag.
know.
Clip the bag, please, if you're not going to eat more. Keep them
I don't
fresh.
have the clips. Can you pass me the clips,
Billy, pass the clip.
Billy?
Thank you.
Do you want them? Can I have the aloe drink that we got from
Yeah, strawberry or lemon?
Lemon?
Hang on, it's under the seat. My arm is stuck!
What?
Billy,
My arm is stuck!
Billy, let go of the drink.
I can't sit. Susan, I want you to reach over and pull on my head. I can't get out.
Pull on your
Billy, just-
head?
Yeah, pull me out. I'm stuck.
Billy, focus. Your
No,
hand
from
is stuck.
above! From above!
This is
Reach over the seat and pull my shoulder. Ah, thank you.
that's a
Can you
little
pass her the drink now,
dramatic.
Billy?
You're a little dramatic.
Yeah, I was faking.
Are you just trying to get attention?
I am.
Is this your having to pee, but not really?
Susan's got a boyfriend. All right? We never talk anymore.
Why do you have to call me out like that? Dad's not supposed to know about my boyfriend.
I miss you.
Also,
Boyfriend,
can I have
huh?
a drink, please?
Boyfriend, huh? What's Oh, it's not that kid that you. Oh, I am so stupid. The kid that you study with all the time. What's his name? Hank? Oh God, I'm a stereotype. Ah, Jesus. How did I not pick up on this?
Did you know Hank plays electric guitar?
And
Hey, that's actually kind of cool.
keyboard.
I mean, honestly, like I prefer that to some just random stoner that doesn't do anything.
He also plays video games.
Look, this isn't the 90s where
You know, Dad, sometimes I have trouble understanding you.
The radio's loud. Dad.
when I was in high school.
This is the generation gap.
Just sometimes you can't hear what you're saying, Dad.
Yeah, parents just don't get it.
What?
Yeah, it's like
Nothing.
nothing. I'm just gonna keep
What?
staring out this window.
Oh God, I can't. You have a boyfriend already?
She
Sorry, I just totally zoned out, freaking out about just how unobservant of a parent I am. I'm really embarrassed
I
about
still
that.
just stay on the road, man. You know.
All right.
Can we listen to some AM radio?
Um,
I love that crazy Jesus shit.
Yeah, we might
How
be.
do you even know about? Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. I'll turn it on.
It's all over Twitter, Dad.
We might be far enough below the
The
Bible.
radio is on Twitter. What are you talking about?
People complain
Sorry,
about
Susan,
AM
what did you
radio
say?
on Twitter, Dad.
Dad, I feel like you're confused.
Yeah, really.
Like, are we
Oh, I'm
Are we
very confused.
frustrating you? Do you feel frustrated, Dad?
A little bit, but it's not your kid's fault. It's your mother's fault. I don't want to be on this ridiculous road trip. I wish that she had stayed local. Didn't feel the need to move in a critical point of view both of your life. And I resent the fact that the onus is on me to bring you both to her when she could have just as easily come up and picked you up from me or met halfway. I'm just resentful, but it's not your fault at all.
So you don't
Now tell
really
me about
want
Hank.
you don't really want to be here with us, is what I'm hearing.
You didn't say that.
Billy, really, we're gonna do this? We're gonna do this game? Yeah, your dad, who's the only important
Dad,
figure in your life,
Dad, don't get mad
sacrifices
at me.
everything for you, doesn't want to spend time with you.
This is getting deep.
I'm sticking my arm back under the seat.
Nobody's gonna save your head this time, Billy.
Billy, I wish you'd process your emotions a little differently, Billy. That's all I'm saying. And, maybe I'm not the best role model for that, but, you're supposed to be better than I am. That's the whole point of like having kids, is that you raise them to be better than you were when you were their age, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just divorce. It's just a biological process, not a feeling.
Billy, you and I both know divorce is not a biological process.
Yeah.
And yes, it sucks. And it's not getting easier. It sucks for all of us.
Dad, I think you should have never had your wedding and a destination wedding and had your best man ride on an elephant. I think it was all downhill from there.
Susan, you guys were 7 at the time. Did you pick up on it at that stage? Because you're absolutely right. We were just showing off our relationship at that point and ignoring all of our problems.
Yeah, we know. We talk about it in therapy without you.
Good. That's honestly, that's great to hear that. I'm actually relieved that you're processing this with somebody, because God knows this is the first time you guys have been candid about this kind of stuff with me, one-on-one.
Are you okay, Billy? You look sad. Do you want some combos?
Do you want the strawberry aloe drink, Billy? All right.
Texas is gonna be okay.
Aw.
It might be, it might not be. You guys can call me anytime you want. If it's just getting too weird, I'll come down, pick you kids up. I want you to stick it out, though. It's only a few weeks. It's not the whole summer. You'll be back in time. for your birthday later on in August. But I want you to give it a try. And just please don't say any of the stuff I've said to your mom about your mom. Don't repeat any of that to her, please. Can we agree on that?
And thank you. We are making bad choices. Thank you so much, Internet. We're so glad you're here. I'm Chris.
I'm Michael.
I'm Chelsea.
And thank you very much. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the next act tonight, your final act of the evening. These are two fabulously talented, experienced improvisers. They also happen to be personal friends of mine, and I'm very tickled about that. And they are called Binge Watch, and they were just named Best Improv in the Pittsburgh Fringe 2021. So please, without further ado, welcome to the internet stage, Binge Watch.
Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah!
Hey,
Oh my goodness, I loved their set.
so much fun. So delightful.
So timely, right? Summer vacation, dad driving the kids to mom's house. I almost lost it when they said, well, mosquitoes won't be as bad in Texas. As my folks tell me, the mosquitoes were mighty bad in Texas. So good. Let's virtually give it up. They can feel it. I put it in the chat how much you loved that set. So much love for Making Bad Choices, which of course is Michael Ashkar, Chelsea McAlexander, and Christy Young. And Christy Young is one of our favorite people in the whole world. The other two are as well. They're amazing, and they brought their talent to our show. Tell your friends, because this show will be up, and you'll be able to tell friends to catch that if they weren't watching tonight. Dan, I just realized something. We're at 110 subscribers right now.
Fantastic. We are just, beginning to conquer the world, one subscriber at a time.
So if you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and just move that little cursor on over to the subscribe button, and you could be our 111th. You will take us to 11.
We shall be benevolent overlords. For everything that the gang just brought us, we've got some things in the chat that were brought for us for our set.
I know. I am really excited by some of the things that are in here. What are you leaning into, Dan? I know one that I'm leaning into.
Well, a lot of these are lovely. I'm definitely going to end up watching Carnival Row.
Me too.
About war refugee Fae becoming second-class citizens in a human town. And I did a little bit of reading on that also, and apparently there's a whole forbidden love storyline going on there that sounds amazing. We've also got, that came from Gil, we've also got Ted gave us Rick and Morty, Jupiter's Legacy, and The Voice. And then Andrew gave us Taskmaster, this British game show that sounds a little inspired by Japanese game shows in that we're putting folks through very difficult, challenging, and bizarre stunts.
Right? Hilariously mean. It sounds hilariously mean. Accent on the mean a little bit. And also Colin had put some things into our Facebook question. We also had some things come up in there. We had The Americans, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and Pen 15.
Nice. All of which we have done in live in-person shows, I believe.
We have.
So great shows persist.
Great shows persist. Well, I am definitely leaning into Carnival Row.
Okay, I think it would be interesting to combine that with The View.
The View, the morning talk show, The View?
The morning talk show, The View, yes.
With Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar?
Sure. I've never actually watched it, but I know it's generally a bunch of people having possibly wine-fueled interesting discussions and debates in a world where mythological creatures exist and are second-class citizens.
Okay, so we now take you to the very first episode of
The Bay. Look, I realize that she's not available. Just get us a new guest. Get us a new panelist.
I'm the producer. What I say goes. Now don't make me get down. Okay, the new producer's a cat. Do you know that?
Yeah, and I think it's great we're doing diversity and inclusion. That's really, really wonderful. But
Okay, I have a really hard time when you insist on talking to me on the phone when I'm in the room. I'm taking this off a speaker now.
look, it just feels more official if we can do things across the phone in a harried fashion. It's just more on brand for me.
Listen, Bartholomew, I gotta say, I understand. It's hard now being governed by a feline actual cat.
Look, let's just call it what it is: a werecat. A freaking werecat is the producer of our show. This is a human show, for crying out loud, and you know it. This is just to quell, the radical left, to try to take over the Bay.
Okay, look, you and I have had some pretty heated on-air conversations, but right here, right now in the green room, I am going to call you out. You are a speciesist, you are an elitist, and you are a ridiculous conservative.
I am what I am. We conquered this world. We are on top because we are the best. Look, I'm all for everyone being in their proper place. Trolls, fine. They're great stage crew. Elves in makeup and hair, fantastic. I'm all for that. But putting a werecat in an executive producer position, which we all know just means that they sign the checks. Oh, I'm sorry, Snowflake. Is this too real for you?
You did not go there. Now, you happen to know that I myself have some magical creatures in my family tree, all right? And my father's brothers, sisters. Okay, so that was my aunt. We have a snow demon in our family. And for you to call me a snowflake is very hurtful and pejorative. And I think we need to have a teaching moment, a lunch and learn on this.
Oh my God, can you just listen to yourself for a minute? You're just throwing around these buzzwords that don't mean anything. Why don't you just go ahead and woman up and just get the show done?
I do not identify as a binary individual.
Oh, come on. Look, you are a human being.
You look like you stepped out of the 1970s group, the Bee Gees, right now. So I don't think you're in a position to really come at me about my anything personally.
Look,
Yeah, I said it. I called you out on your fact you haven't cut your hair in a long time. I called you out on that, even though I find it very attractive. But that's not the point.
Well, no, I think it's the point now.
What is it about forbidden fruit? What is it about wanting to pluck the most luscious apple from the tree that I know inside is rotten to the core? I know there's a worm in the heart of you.
See, now you're just trying to get my goat. And I don't mean a satyr.
Stop using that phrase. I have a cousin who is a third goat.
Yeah.
And you know what they're doing?
Family is an abomination against nature. Different species mingling together. It's just so inhuman. And I find that weirdly attractive, but that doesn't matter because I have...
Again. Just say it again that you find it
We
attractive.
all have base instincts. We all have unnatural urges, but the important thing is that we be true to our species, we be true to ourselves, we be true to our government.
What when our government is no longer true to us? Then what?
It's been great to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe if you actually love this country more, it would be better for you. Think
Hold
about
on.
that.
I'm getting a text that you said I could bring one creature on the show this month. Our guest for today is missing.
We have a panelist and a guest missing. We have two people missing right now. We have a guest and a panelist missing.
Yes.
Oh God! All right, get somebody on it. Get one of the crew to go out there and just pull somebody off the street. I don't care who. We go on in 10 minutes, for crying out loud. We can't go on there with only the two of us.
You know what this means. Rycroft is going to be here. He's going to want to talk to us. And you are going to have to be civil.
I can be civil when
He's
I.
a half-blood, but you will have to be civil. And one day, the tide might turn. And where you're sitting right now might not be as comfortable. So I would get used to the idea of making deals, reaching across the proverbial aisle.
Whatever, Ice Queen. I can take care of myself. All right, I'm going to go get on set, and I hope to see a guest and a guest panelist, so two freaking guests, on that sofa with us. Because if it's just you and me, I'm going to eat you alive.
Promises, promises.
Excuse me. You. Excuse me. I'm looking.
Well,
Look, I need. Do you want to be on TV? Do you
What?
want to be on TV like right now? Like television, like network television, like not that online YouTube crap. I'm talking like legitimate television.
legitimate television.
Right, legitimate television, like with advertisers and, like crew. I'm crew. Nice to meet you.
Your crew. I thought that was your name.
No. They don't let me have names.
Right there, so nice and neat. I thought that was your actual moniker.
Right. I've got a question. Which bog are you from?
Oh, well. Six Bubble Brog.
Six Bubble. Wow. I'm over in Stench of Plenty. But I knew I could see your kindred spirit, I do.
Well, every full moon, six bubbles rise up like the eyes of frogs. They rise up just in the perimeter and they make a noise. And the combined quality of the noise and the very sight of them is when we know it's time to breed.
Oh, go. Look, I want you to know.
What?
I'm not a casting director. There's no couch involved. You don't got to, butter my toad because I've already picking up what you're putting down. If you know what I'm saying.
My mom said she would butter Dad's toad any day of the week. It's how they met when the bubbles rose.
Look, wow, I'm getting extremely hot under my loincloth. But I'm here on a job. I've got to get someone to be on TV. Do you want to be on The Bay?
I'd love to be on The Bay. I've watched it. I especially love when those two hosts, the really conservative one and the really liberal snowflakey one, goes at each other. And then the Karen in the middle gets really upset.
Right, well, the Karen's not available right now. So we need someone to fill that slot. And then also we need another guest. But I think that you're awesome. You called her a snowflake. So you're clearly a bit more on the conservative side.
Yeah.
So I think you'd be a great middle ground.
I'd love to be the middle ground. Never been anywhere but the bog and Human City.
Sorry, thinking about middle ground makes me think about certain eroticisms I shouldn't be thinking about right now.
It's all right. Eroticisms are what get us through the day, innit? Honestly, when you're living in a bog.
They do, that of course, and wet rat. I could murder a wet rat right now.
No, well, I wouldn't give for a wet rat right now.
God, I love being in the city. It's the next best thing to a bog.
Oh, can I have a bite?
Sure you go.
Thanks. Oh,
Look, wait, all I knew from you is you signed this, allowing us to use your likeness on television, and you can go right upstairs and we're going to be filming it.
Likeness? Are you going to do something like create a doppelganger that looks like me, but it's not me, where I'm locked in some kind of basement or what have you?
I don't know. They don't tell us if they do that. But maybe they do.
Because
But
what
if they
like
could
this
be doppelgangers, we wouldn't need guests. So I think you're all right.
All right then. I'm
Boy,
in.
that required some thinking on my part. My brain hurts.
I can see the steam's coming out the ears. Then I've got to say, it makes me hot.
Oh, you're making me think about being in the middle again.
No, I'm dying to know who's on the other end. If you're in the middle and I'm on one end, That's
All
just
I can say is family. Look,
what? Family?
well, right, I mean, we're trolls. I mean,
Oh,
we've got to kind of keep to our own a bit. Other species don't find us particularly approachable.
well, I'm betrothed to a fourth cousin, but I'm not going to do it.
Good for you.
You know why? Oh,
We've got to breach the bogs, and we've got to get more diversity in our gene pool.
I agree. I was thinking, if you've got a brother, I've got a sister.
Oh, well, that would be like a double decker. Oh, I'm getting an electric shock from my collar. I think I better get you upstairs pretty soon.
Right. Wait a minute. Do I have to wear a collar?
No, you're a guest. I'm an employee. This was a union concession.
Oh, fair is fair. All right. Do I get one of those little lavalier microphones?
Oh, they'll put one of those on you, absolutely. Yeah, they'll just have to. They'll just clip it to one of your warts. It'll be great.
I've got to ask you something.
Yeah.
Where does the other end of that cable go?
I've never asked that question before. It goes to a box, and the box has a cable, which goes to the wall. And beyond that, I'm pretty sure it's wizardry.
I'm about to see true wizardry in action. This is a great day, my friend.
And
And
after
once
that,
again,
you'll
you
see
know-
me any way you want to.
I can what any way I want to.
I mean, after you've done the wizardry, you can come see me any way you want to.
Oh, I'd like to see you many 6 ways from Sunday. Now, I know your name's
That
not
was a
Drew.
sexual proposition, just in case you weren't clear.
Oh, that was a sexual response, just in case I was not exactly
Right.
appropriately giving you the information you wanted. But I know your name's not Crew. What's your real name?
Grotter.
Grotter?
Right. You?
Why
Wait,
Grotter?
it's on the form here. Oh, you've got beautiful handwriting. It's only smudged a little bit.
Grotter? Grotto.
Grotter and Grotto. I gotta say, it feels like destiny to me. Oh, you really got to go upstairs, though.
I'm going. I like the cut of you, Jim.
Oh, I think that's a euphemism.
Makeup, I do. I do the makeup, I do.
Yeah, great. A troll told me to come up. I'm going to be the second guest.
Oh, you seem human.
Well, truth be told, I'm
Yes.
only partially human.
Oh,
I don't like to.
familiar. You seem your face. I know.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are. As long as it's not filming during a full moon, I'll be fine. But you might have
Oh,
seen
the hairy ones. I know now.
a few
let me-
posters.
I'll comb the hair back in such a way they'll never know from whence they came.
Oh, thank you. I got to say, working with the Fae has always been a great pleasure. I have so much respect, and I'm so sorry for the way that we destroyed all of your homes and exiled you as a people, and then put you in barely better than slavery conditions, and the wage issues. I've been really following a lot of it in the local scrolls, and you have my absolute, as someone who passes, you have my absolute sympathy.
May I ask one thing of you right now?
Sure, anything I can do.
Would you care to help improve our plight?
Oh, believe me, I would love to. I really would. I've signed a petition on smoothover.com, and I occasionally retweet things to help your cause. So, You don't look
Oh,
very...
one of those worse than the most conservative of all.
Hey, now, I am a completely... I'm...
Useless individual. Sad, sad make me you.
I have a hard life.
I know you care not, you do not do.
Look, if I knew what to do more and if it didn't interfere with my lifestyle, I would totally do it. What do
Lucky,
you want me to do?
privilege, riddled. Lucky.
Well, what would you have me do? I'm already going to be on your show. I mean, I've signed a waiver and everything.
My show not. I'm but makeup artist. Lowly, powder and puff, makeup, rouge, pretty and smooth, you say earlier, smoother. I smooth the wrinkles of dissatisfaction. I erase the poor choices, but erase I cannot your lack of empathy.
Okay.
Look not away, look me face in the eye.
I'm just feeling a little attacked right now.
Attacked you should be, so lucky are thee.
Look, I could write a check if you want. I don't make that much, but I can throw a 20 at your organization if you need.
When you're on the show, speak out, because you are not pure blood human.
I'm not telling them that. Oh my God.
Tell them!
Out myself on national television?
Use your power. You have it. Use it, or away it's taken from thee.
This could cost me my job. I mean, I occasionally work nights.
Better your job than your soul. I give you something of value.
Oh God, now I'm just feeling really guilty about this.
No, look at it close. You know that stone is powerful and worth much. If I give this to thee, will you speak the truth?
Keep it. I will
Feel
speak.
it in your hand. Take it now.
I cannot.
You disappoint me so.
I will speak for you, but I cannot take a stone encased in silver. It will burn me.
This is true.
But
I forget.
You have shamed me, and you have reminded me of who I am and what I am. I think of myself as a monster, but
You're not. You're beautiful. And very lucky.
you are right. Fine. It may cost me a lot, but I will speak up for the Fae, and for all of us who are not human, or at least not fully human.
I look up the word human and the kindness it is supposed to convey.
Humanity. What a joke.
Humanity belongs in the Fae, for we are most kind.
You are kind, but also you are stern. This has not been an easy day. I thought I was coming in for a fun experience, and now I lay my very life on the line for you.
Allow me to add a bit of color to your cheek. You've gone most pale.
What can I say? It is a fearful thing to do what one must. I thought I was going out for lunch, and now I'm going to go on national television and out myself out as a werewolf.
It is not an accident that two are not here today. One panelist, away they be, one guest, not who they planned. Our actions have been in the works for many, many, many moons.
Oh my God, this is... I didn't realize.
It is your destiny.
I will not let you down. I will not let us down. I will not let all of us down.
My caller,
Oh my God.
I must go.
I will make you proud.
I have no doubt.
My name is Carl, by the way.
My name is Lillaby.
Lillaby.
Carl. Such a human name. What is your real name, Carl?
The name that others of my kind call me is. It doesn't translate well.
It suits you, and it is rich in the throat and on the tongue.
Thank you. Lillaby suits you as well.
Thank you.
I do not know if the Fae have gods, but if you have them, pray for me. Pray for my strength and my courage, and that I have the wisdom to say the right words.
I tell you this now because of thee. An elder god awakes. My caller, I must away.
Looks like we're on in 3.
Welcome to the Bay. We have never been happier than we are right now. Isn't that what we say every morning here on the Bay? We have a wonderful guest with us, plucked straight out of humanity. We're so honored to have this gentleman with us today to give us a little look into what life in the Burg is like. We have a lot of new unions coming up. We've had a few unpleasantries, but those are being put aside. Please welcome our guest panelist today, Carl.
Hi. I'd like it if you chose to use my actual familial name.
Well, of course.
I am, by those of my pack, if you will, known as, if you want to use my full name.
Could you repeat that? The producer is meowing. I'm talking, and I'm not sure they heard you clearly.
My name is. I appear before you as a human, as I am, every day of the month and 30 nights out of the month. But I am one of those who walk among mankind, passing, if you will, but I am not truly one of you. And please, no, don't talk. I know that you despise my kind.
No, we don't. We don't.
You don't, I know, but I've watched your show, and, sir, I know your opinions.
You're right.
But know that we breathe, we hope, we love, we dream. I mean, as the great human playwright wrote, if you prick us, do we not bleed? I'm not going to say that we're all human under the skin because, to be quite frank, that's really insulting. But we are all alive. We are all, in our own way, people. I was plucked from the street to come and be on the show, and I don't have any contractual obligations. I don't have to worry about being canned, although I do have to admit I might end up being fired for this from my own job. But people need to know. They keep the crew here on electroshock collars to make them compliant, to fulfill their contractual requirements. People here are under conditions as slaves. This is not a place of equality. There may be a werecat on your board, but that doesn't mean that this place is a place for all species. I know that, ma'am, I know that you know this. And to the troll sitting next to me, I can only imagine what life is like for you every day.
Oh, it's give and take.
I just want you all to know we're not going anywhere. Get used to it. And that's our show.
Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you for Dan Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Dan Wilson. That was beautiful.
Dang. And let's bring it up for our guests and bring them on back onto the stage.
Making bad choices. Come on back. Yeah. Making bad choices. Y'all are amazing. I adore every one of these human beings up here. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. Special thanks to where we got our suggestions tonight. We're giving a lot of love out to, I'm looking at the chat, ladies and gentlemen, but Gil gave us, I do believe Gil gave us what we just pulled. Carnival Row is from Gil Brenham. And who gave us the view? I didn't see that.
The view came, I believe, from Ted.
All right. Well, thanks to everybody.
Actually, he gave us the voice, which I turned into the view. So, Ted, there are no mistakes in improv, only opportunities.
Gifts. Right. So thank you to those watching now, and thank you to those that will be watching the show later as you're enjoying it in your time. Please, let's just give a little extra love to our fabulous friends, and let's hear a little bit from them. Let's have a little chit chat. Michael, Chelsea, and Christopher, thank you. Now, I know this is, I can't hear you, Miss Chelsea, and I want to.
I said, thank you so much for having us.
It was
Yes.
Your set was so tight. I'm going to shut up and let you talk.
Very fun.
It took me back to those car trips with, my family.
May I ask, as we head on out, do you have one bit of good advice to give our audience as we go ahead and sign off for the evening? Since we're all speaking out to truth today.
Well, mine would be to stay hydrated. Never a bad idea.
Yeah, we took the suggestion for y'all from Ted, who said never take any advice, even good or bad. So that's what I had put into the chat for you. I absolutely, I love this concept. I want to know a little more, if I may, before you give us the rest of your good advice. How did you come up with this format?
Michael, do you want to tell the story?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I think we were thinking about, a lot of online improv these days is mostly like duos or two-person scenes. And so we wanted to just make sure we did all of our scenes where all three of us were on stage at all times and see how that works. And, it seems to be okay. And it's a lot of fun.
And I think the name, isn't it because of Chelsea's work situation and somehow the phrase bad choices or making bad choices came up and we all landed on that like in the moment in a conversation?
We were discussing children and just parenting, and I believe Michael shared a story of a friend or someone that a child in the background was doing something, and they said, "Are you making bad decisions?" And so that that became
my cousin has two kids, and one of whom loves to misbehave, especially when there's an audience, and his older sibling. We heard in the back of like a family Zoom gathering going, "Mommy, Andrew's making bad choices."
Priceless. That is priceless. Well, I definitely want to hear some good advice. Any more good advice? I love stay hydrated. You can't go wrong with that. Here, I'll take you up on it.
Don't go to Texas.
Live by.
I'm just kidding. Maybe go to Texas. I don't know.
Dan, in response to you confusing the name of the show, Ted put in, "I'm just happy it wasn't The Bachelor." I don't even know what that means, but it makes me laugh.
We've actually done The Bachelor before. We did The Bachelor in San Diego. Not The Bachelor, obviously, but The Bachelor.
Is that The Bachelor, but with cows?
Okay.
Yes, the Vaca-chiller.
Yeah.
All right, Michael, what is your good advice?
Oh, good advice. I can give you some advice. I don't know if it'll be any good, but I'd say tell the truth as much as it helps you.
Hydrated.
It helps you. I was like, and then I got to the last two words. Like,
So be advantageously truthful, stay hydrated, and don't go to Texas. This has been Binge Watching Friends with Making Bad Choices. Bye, all.